So here I am sorting catfish and putting about 15 pieces of catfish in a bowl. These catfish you see here, they are clarias and they are above 7 months, and the average weight is about 3 kg. It is another day and we are on another farm. I am a little bit far away from Tiki Fish Farm and Smokers. Today we are sourcing for fish. It is the first working day of the week and I need to get a lot of fish that I'm going to be smoking and processing throughout the rest of the week. So I'm on a farm. This farm is about 30 tons capacity and we are here to offtake catfish. Apart from the fact that I'm a catfish farmer, then I'm also into fish processing. I process a lot of fish on a monthly basis. For this fish, I rely majorly on other catfish farmers for my supply of fresh fish. What I process is much more than what I can produce. So I rely on these small scale farmers for my produce. So what I do is I offtake from them. So I've come to this farm to come and offtake catfish. We are offtaking clarias gariepinus. That is a species of catfish that they are culturing here. Unlike the last farm that we went to last week, that farm, they were culturing the hybrid. So we have three major species of catfish in Nigeria that have been well cultured. We have the Heterobranchus longiphilis or bidosalis, yes, and we have the clarias gariepinus. That is what they have here. Then we have the hybrid. The hybrid combine the traits of the both fish. That is why the hybrid tends to be better in every way. But one thing about these clarias is that the ability to grow fast. That is why farmers tend to farm them. But for me, as a processor, I prefer to go for the hybrid because these clarias, when you culture them and they reaches maturity, they tend to have lot of eggs. But in the case of hybrid do not reproduce because they are products of two different species that they do not occur naturally in the wild. Because they do not reproduce, instead of having eggs in their belly, they tend to have the viscera, and it is from that viscera that we tend to get a lot of fish oil. But in this case that we are harvesting clarias, these clarias tend to have a lot of eggs in its belly, and these eggs, when you have a catfish weighing about 10 kilograms, the egg will take about 20% of the weight of that catfish. So imagine you buying fish of about 10 kg, I'm just for instance, and the weight of the egg in the belly is 2 kg. And for me, the killing out percentage of the clarias is not good enough as a fish processor because I will want to buy a fish that when I dry it, it will give me a very good output. That is why I prefer the hybrid. But here, I don't have any choice. The catfish farmer on this farm is my friend, and they rely on me for the off-taking of their catfish. That is why I'm here. I'm going to be taking a lot of catfish, up to about 3 tons of catfish today, and we are still going to come because they still have ponds that they've not touched. So their average weight of fish that they're harvesting here today is about 3 kg. So we are taking a lot. You can see the guys on my back. They are walking. Everybody is getting busy. We are taking fish to the truck. We are measuring 15 pieces per bath. And that 15 pieces gives us about 40 kg or more. So that is what I'm doing today. So for the whole of today, we are going to be sourcing for fish. So after today, tomorrow, my guys will start on the farm. They will start the processing of the catfish. About the 3 major species of catfish that are being cultured in the country, the clarias gariepinus is the fastest growing catfish of all of them. That is why a farmer, because they are always after fast returns, that is why a farmer goes for the clarias. Then when it comes to the hybrid is special in every way. When it comes to the Heterobranchus longiphilis or bidosalis, they grow very big, but they don't grow fast. So a lot of farmers tend to avoid those species. But if you can wait, they will grow very big at the end of the day. But for the hybrid tends to combine the characteristics of both the Heterobranchus and the clarias. So the hybrid can grow fast and grow very big. So this is our farm. This is how we prepare. Whenever we are visiting any fish farm to obtain catfish, we take water, we take enough bowls, and this is when we go to the farm. There was another catfish buyer that came to buy fish, and these are my team, Peter, Joshua, and Alex. They are the ones that will be hauling the fish from the pond to the truck. So this is the farm. These are some of the ponds that they have. They stock about 1,000 pieces in each of these ponds, and they raise them to an average weight of 4 kg. These are the guys already bringing the fish out of the pond. The farmer have a lot of guys helping out
on his farm, unlike the other farm that we visited that we had to do a lot of work there. But here he has more than 7 guys, some corp members and everybody. These are his own team. So my team, we came in about 5 guys. In case you may be wondering why the water is muddy or dirty, when catfish are being harvested from earthen ponds like this, earthen ponds are ponds that are being built on the ground. So when catfish are being harvested and guys are constantly entering the pond, they constantly stir up the water with the mud at the base of the pond, so the water becomes muddy and dirty. But ordinarily, when fish are not being harvested, the water stays clean. So, and you may be wondering why the guys are not having rain boots on. One thing is that it's not always convenient for you to be harvesting fish in a muddy pond with your rain boots on. When you get sand stuck up in your boots, it injures your feet a lot. So the guys, most times, they love to go barefooted on the pond. So these are the catfish. They are clarias, and this is what they look like when they are about 10 months old. So when we get to the farm, we will put them in bowls and put fresh water so they stay overnight, so they will be able to wash away all the sand in their body, all the sand in the stomach before we start processing. That is why at the end of the day, we process fish and the fish becomes sand free. You see, all the guys here on the farm, they are not direct workers for the farmer. Some of them are co-op members. Some of them are learning how to do fish farming business. If you are interested in fish farming business, you can attach yourself to a farm. You don't have to get paid. You can just make yourself available, learn the secret of the trades, learn how a farmer cultures fish, learn to know the kind of money they get in returns when they culture fish, learn the management. You can learn all these things by making yourself available on the farm. Most of the videos that we put online is just for you to have interest.
Yeah, but I didn't Peter maybe this brought the Peter too. Rubber wine. Oh yeah, oh she dabbe e ka 15 síbẹ̀ yẹn 15. No, I can pay more. You are wearing to the farm. Come and see you. You'll be seeing it. Don't expect him. He's writing. 44.35. How many pieces? 15. 15 pieces. 44.35. Alex, go now. I will count the next one. No. Yeah, that's it. No, 19. 14. No, no, no. No, it's 14. 15. That's 14. Yeah. Can we do 15? 15 pieces. How many kg?